My name is Kirsten and I am the teacher.
Hockey skill, general adaptations and gameplay. Picture of hockey stick, beeping frisbee, blind hockey puck, bell tennis ball, sound source, bell wristlet, tactile maps, tactile hockey diagrams, artist's figurine.
In this video, we are going to be talking about the general adaptations and gameplay adaptations for the PE skill of hockey, as well as the game of hockey. In my hand, I have a variety of tactile maps as well as our artist's figurine. Before beginning the skill of hockey and specific orientation to hockey skills, you want to take time to pre-teach individual skills to the athlete. For more information about pre-teaching, please check out our NWABA pre-teaching video. When using a tactile map, you want to make sure that the tactile map is fully accessible for the student. In my hand, I have a variety of different tactile maps. Tactile maps can be made with string taped onto cardboard, puffy paint on cardboard, or pipe cleaners on cardboard, and those materials help them to be tactile for the student. If a student is a Braille reader, this should be in Braille. If a student is someone who reads large print, this should be in large print. There are also high contrast black markings on white paper for full accessibility. After spending time working with the student to orient them to the specific skills and walking through how each of the skills are broken down and how the game is broken down into the different positions and how the game works overall, you want to orient the student to the specific movements using an artist's figurine. This is an artist's figurine. It's a wooden figurine that has all of the joints similar to a human that move, and you can form it into any formation that you would like. In each of our hockey skills videos, we will talk more individually about breaking down each of those body movements through our tactile diagrams, artist's figurines, and tactile modeling.
Use a variety of equipment to make the skill accessible for the athlete.
The first piece of equipment I'm going to talk about is our beeping frisbee. Our beeping frisbee is a great tool for hockey, both indoor floor hockey, outdoor floor hockey, or even ice hockey to some extent. It is soft, making it great for a deck or floor hockey. It is high contrast, so students who benefit from high contrast can use this to be able to see it better. And additionally, I'm going to turn this on and you will hear a beeping noise. It's going to make a consistent beeping noise. A bell tennis ball is great for indoor or outdoor floor hockey. The bell inside of it makes a consistent noise each time it is hit, and it moves very well for hockey, especially for a deck or floor hockey. And finally, we have our blind hockey puck. This is a puck that's made specifically for blind hockey. It is about 2 times the size of a standard ice hockey puck. It is metal, and there are ball bearings inside the hockey puck that I'm going to ring really quickly. And as they hit against the inside of the metal, they make a noise that is easy for athletes to follow. In blind hockey, it is played in the same way with the same rules as our typical ice hockey. The only difference is that all players on the rink have a visual impairment. Typically, athletes who have a B1 sport classification who have no vision play goalkeeper. Athletes who have a B2 sport classification play on defense, and athletes who have a B3 sport classification play on offense. I'm going to place this equipment down and pick up a few other pieces of equipment that help to make hockey gameplay more accessible. In my hand, I have a bell wristlet that athletes often find helps to make their gameplay more accessible. You can have teammates each wear a bell wristlet that helps the student with a visual impairment be able to track their teammates better because they can hear where their teammates are from the sound. For athletes who find this adaptation very helpful, they also oftentimes find it helpful when the opposing team wears an opposite sound, such as a rattling wristlet. I also have in my hand a beeper. This beeper can be placed behind the net to help students orient to where the net is and to stay consistently oriented throughout the game. I am going to turn on the beeper so that you can have an idea of what it sounds like. Regardless of whether it is something that you are going to have on all of the time or only on when the student with the visual impairment is close to the net and is ready to shoot, you want to make sure that it is placed at the center of the net and at the bottom of the net, and that way the student is able to know where to expect the sound and how to orient around it of should they shoot a little bit to the left of that sound or to the right of that sound. Before having students with visual impairments play hockey in a gameplay situation, you want to make sure that the students have the opportunity to orient to the game in general and understand how the different hockey skills that they have already learned, including dribbling, passing, shooting, offensive movement, and defensive movement, work together in the game as a whole. Prior to gameplay, students should engage in different drills that link multiple skills together, such as having students dribble, then pass to a teammate, receive the ball, dribble, then pass to a teammate, dribble, pass, shoot, and switching between offensive and defensive movement so that students have a greater understanding of how the different skills link together and how they can be used in the game as a whole. It is helpful for the student with a visual impairment to have an opportunity to listen to some commentary about what is going on. This is a great opportunity to use peer teaching. Have a student who is in the class who has a good understanding of how the game is going. Talk to the student about what is happening in the game that is going on while the students are waiting on the sidelines so that the student with the visual impairment is able to get a broader understanding of how the game and all of the skills work together. Lines on the court can be made tactile in the same way that lines on this tactile map are tactile by taping string under high contrast tape. And finally, you want to make sure that students have full access to the game while they are playing. Some students really benefit from having a guide on the sidelines describing what is happening in the game, particularly as they are learning the skill, to be able to understand where they should move in relation to where the ball is and in relation to the court. With fully accessible equipment and good communication, hockey can be a great sport for students who are visually impaired and can be made fully accessible. For more information about teaching the specific skills of hockey, please check out our other hockey skills teaching videos.
For more, visit the Sports Adaptations page at www.nwaba.org. Thank you for watching. Slide of NWABA logo.